Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 2 Create a Sim video where I'm recreating the Pancake family from The Sims 4 in The Sims 2 because why not? Both chaotic families, or I guess one chaotic family in two different games equals more the fun. So if you don't know the Pancake family, they are a pre-made family in The Sims 4 of Willow Creek with Bob and Eliza, but around in 2017 when they had the Sims anniversary update, they added in a child named Pancakes, who's a toddler, which honestly I find very chaotic and very wild because not only were they already dramatic and sad, they added a kid into the chaos, which ultimately equals wildness. But what can you really expect? It's been a minute, but I am really happy that I'm recreating this family because I play with them all the time ever since there's been a new scenario or a new major update or a new expansion pack. I always play with the Pancake family. And the first time I played with them regularly was when we got Discovery University in The Sims 4. And I was like, wait a minute, I should recreate them in The Sims 2 and their house. And ultimately, can I recreate their life but better in The Sims 2? We ultimately won't know until I actually play with them, which I'm going to do at some point in the future. So you'll see like a little video of some sort of gameplay with this family. And I really like this because I'm going through like their history, what their outfits were in The Sims 4 and how I can like match it in The Sims 2 with what we had and plus kind of the custom content that I have in this game. Now I won't be using a lot of CC because I felt like I want to keep their original, like, hairstyles and, outfits to kind of match with the year of what I think they would dress if they were made in The Sims 2. If that makes any sense. I don't know. But if you want to download these Sims and you have The Sims 2, I'll put the link in down below in the description. But let me just give you a little bit of a brief summary about these Sims. So Eliza Pancakes is probably the most dramatic person I've ever met in my entire life. Not only is she a sim who wants to have a very luxurious, fancy lifestyle in The Sims 4, she is a materialistic, she's neat, a perfectionist, but also has the mansion baron aspiration. Now, in The Sims 2, it was a little bit hard to kind of replicate that, but what I love about this game is that I can change their like zodiac sign and like their personality with how many points I want to give them. And it matches so well. So I gave her turn on and turns off of having she loves people who are hard workers. She loves neat people, but she also hates unemployed people because unemployed people do not make money in this lifestyle, not for her. She kind of screams Judith Ward to me, but in The Sims 2, but less famous and less dramatic. And I'm like, okay, that seems perfectly fine. But then I gave her the pleasure, no, the wealthy aspiration in The Sims 2. And she's also, I think, I forget how I changed her zodiac sign, but I'm pretty sure she is an Aries. But I also think she's actually more of a Virgo. So if you ever played The Sims 2, there are zodiac signs, which ultimately can really determine how your Sims act on a day-to-day basis in the game. And whatever they do kind of screams their personality. So let me know in the comments below, what is your zodiac sign? I would love to know all the details about that. I am personally am a Pisces, so that's who I am, because, that's just me. That's who I am. That's what I'll be. But anyway, Eliza Pancakes is dramatic. I never liked her. I've always had Bob and Eliza divorce in every single scenario, every single expansion pack, because I just don't see them together, and they're just too much for me. But with Bob, the sim that I love playing with every single day, he's hardworking, he's a go-getter, he's a family man, he loves just cooking in general. He's kind of like me, but less like sad, if that makes any sense. I'm not married, I don't have facial hair, I am not sad, and I don't have a kid. So like I'm basically Bob, but much younger, more lively, and more excited about life, but who loves cooking. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know. Anyway, but regardless, Bob is a sim who really has like a lot going for him in his life, especially like in The Sims 4. He's a young adult. He's a little bit of a slob, gloomy loner, but he has the master chef aspiration. And what I'm going to actually do in The Sims 2 is probably give them a way where they can earn these skills and maybe give Bob his own restaurant, because that would be really fun for like personal gameplay on how to run a 5-star restaurant in The Sims 2 was open for business. Because, oh my gosh, I love this game so much. I could talk about it all day long. But I think that was Bob and Eliza with all the things that they have had in The Sims 4. Bob has always been miserable of the way his life was living. He didn't really have enough space in his own home because generally the entire house was basically Eliza. And when Iggy came into the picture, I felt like Bob felt like his son didn't have his own touch of personality because it was only a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. And so they had to shove the child into Bob's room, which made it hard for him to really have his own personality. And he was always awake when the baby was crying. And so I think the way I want to make it work is when I play with the Pancake family in The Sims 2, I want to be able to see how I can make their lives different in this game with adding a child into the mix of, having a nanny or maybe having a better way of life, a career, a restaurant. Because in The Sims 2, in the Sims 4 base game, Bob doesn't have a restaurant whatsoever, but with The Sims 2, I have the capability with Open for Business, and I want to give him the life that he deserves and be able to create something worthwhile for him and maybe divorce Eliza into the mix with dramatics and all, because ultimately with The Sims 2, everything is unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen, and I am looking forward to the end result. So if you're looking for that nice little zhuzhen up, little mini series in The Sims 2, be on the lookout because it's happening. I am very excited. But before we actually do the gameplay, I'm going to recreate their house in The Sims 2, which you will see most likely tomorrow, because I have a lot of things I've been preparing lately, these videos on YouTube that I've been waiting to release, and this is one of the many that I wanted to do. So you'll see their house in The Sims 2 starting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Time, because of that, you can't make the pancakes without their house. So I literally replicated their house from The Sims 4 in The Sims 2. And what's so funny, their house is so simple. Like in The Sims 4, it's very simple, but in The Sims 2, it's so simple. Like it's crazy how you can replicate things from a newer game in an older game very quickly. You know what I mean? It's wild, but it is what it is. We do what we gotta do for the people that we love. And yes, but hey, what can we do? We can't do much, but we gotta do what we gotta do to get through life. Now, with toddlers in The Sims 2, there's really not a lot of stuff we can do with them personally just because they're toddlers. But I find in The Sims 4, you have a lot of things, but also in The Sims 2, you have a lot of things to do with them as well. And so I'm very excited to play with Icky Pancakes as a toddler in The Sims 2 because they're so adorable and so cute. And I love them so much, but I don't know. The Pancake family is a family that I enjoy playing, but I also enjoy destroying their lives for my pure enjoyment and my love of chaos. So it's kind of a win-win scenario for me, but also like a win-win-lose situation for the Pancake family. They get what they want, but ultimately not what they want at the end of the day. But hey, that's life for you. Can't change it if you want to, but you can try. You might not succeed, but you could succeed if you do it the right way, like my way or the highway. But anyway, I will leave you off right here. I hope you all enjoyed this lovely video here in the Spring Squad. But ultimately, as always, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!